Hello, Michael Dominichetti here with his personal best, and let's talk about improvements to your home. And a lot of people buy houses with the intention of making some upgrades to the house while they're living there. Obviously, paint and paper goes a long way to make it feel like your own home. There's also the ability to do some more significant improvements to boost the value of the house. Things like kitchens and baths are pretty important when it comes to improving the value. That's usually the best bang for the buck. But one thing to be careful about is potentially over improving your home. And you see this kind of thing happen from time to time where you'll see a house that kind of stands out from the rest that are in that neighborhood because somebody's gone in there and done significant upgrades. You know, for example, if you're living in a blue-collar area or you have a house in a blue-collar area, going in and putting in granite everywhere and stainless high-end Wolf appliances and things like that, it might be tough to get your money back when it comes time to sell the house. Depending on your motivation, a lot of times people don't really care so much about the money they spend because they're going to be living in that house for a long period of time. But my caution is to always be a little bit careful because you never know what's going to happen. You could have a job loss or something that causes you to have to move, and then you won't be able to get that money back out of the house. So you definitely want to be careful about over improving the house. And one of the examples that illustrates that is when buyers are looking for a home, they have a price range. Usually that's the biggest factor when looking for a house. They might be a little bit flexible on the area that they're in. So say, for example, you're looking in the $400,000 price range, and there's an area that has houses that range from $300,000 to $400,000, and there's another area where houses range from $400,000 to $500,000. Well, if you've got $400,000 to spend, chances are pretty good that you're going to want to invest in an area where you're surrounded by houses that might be worth a little bit more than yours, because it's easier for you to get your money back when it comes time to sell. There's lots of details, lots of little nuances about doing improvements to a home, and one of the factors, as I mentioned, is to think about what you're going to do to your house and how that relates to the houses around it, and to be careful to not over improve. If you have questions about making improvements to your house, I'd be happy to talk to you about that and offer my advice. I can be reached at our office at 905-681-7900, or check us out online at hispersonalbest.com.